Hello, everybody. It is a Wednesday night, and that means we're back in Final Fantasy XI. So, what we did last time we were in Final Fantasy XI is we went into the past and did a bunch of running around, honestly. But we were helping the adolescent group called the Young Griffins, kind of trying to help them out with stuff. We ran to the point of... What was it? We got to the point where we had to wait for them to come back and help them with stuff. So we're now going to see and help them with that. So let's see. Give me a second here. Okay, so I also got around to finishing up Dynamis Windurst and Dynamis Juno today. Took me freaking forever to get a couple of armor drops. But they finally got dropped, which was great, so. And we're able to jump back into the Ronfaure front, I think. Yep, there we are. I also was able to go off looking for a notorious monster that I need for badging trials. So that'll be something that I'll be working on passively, kind of get into that. The funny thing is that it's like the only... It was one of the only ones that's actually done in the past. And then I'll go back to the present. And then there's a couple that'll spawn that could be in the past or present. So it'll be a little odd. Anyway. So here we are. We are now back in the Shadowrain. That's right, we're on the other side. This music actually sounds a little sober. Just sobering. It's a little bit sadder, slower cadence. I actually don't want to get warped. I want to talk to somebody to give me a campaign to get Sigil. So some of the story bits that we had a couple of people showing up from Juno, which we are currently barred from. Looking for pieces of what seemed to be like a prototype airship. We were able to find some pieces of it, but we weren't allowed to investigate any further than that. And it really showed kind of the tension of the nations right now, because we've had mentions of Bastok and Sandoria being on very bad terms, and kind of kept working. It's kind of kept being shown previously, because the animosity still currently between the two nations is still there. Juno is trying to be the one to rally all the nations to fight against the Confederation of the Beastmen. It's not going particularly well. It seems that relations are just kind of strained at the moment. From what we can tell, Sandoria is still very much the proper, somewhat arrogant, our race is superior. Well, so not necessarily racist, but certainly like prim and proper and all that stuff, versus the Bastokans, who were probably more not so concerned about that and trying to be innovative and intuitive. So we had to talk to Roland. War Council is about to commence. We also found out that several of these kids are actually adults we know in the present day, so. Eyes front, let the council begin. First, I shall cover the intelligence report compiled by Engineer Bistala. According to the information we gathered through the link through our sources, our elders have learned that the Bloodwing Horde is occupying the western half of Battalion Downs and are planning an assault on their position. The Bloodwing Horde Is that not the very same horde that laid siege to our capital? Indeed, this vicious army is led by Dogvideg, massive orc often mounted on a buggard. The Royal Knights barely managed to beat them back from the walls. This Orcus commander is considered so dangerous that a plan was devised wherein the Royal Knights and Temple Knights would fall upon the Bloodwings in a united attack. But such an operation could scarce fail. What befell? An operation has yet to be executed. What is the meaning of this, Rahal? Ever since the assassination of General Machand, answer your pistol up, if you would be so kind. Before the opening of hostilities, many of the knights who supported this operation had fallen prey to a succession of assassinations. This was naturally led to a serious delay in the mobilization of the troops. And now, the first cooperative operation since the start of the war is no longer... Confound it, this is what happens when you leave matters to those squabbling fools. And now this Dogvideg is roaming unchecked. Then our duty is clear. We shall defeat these fiends ourselves. Tomorrow we march for Battalia for Operation Clean and Sweep. Captain, in this case, Clean and Sweep is not entirely accurate. One moment. How in the name of the goddess are the young griffins supposed to triumph over an enemy the Royal Knights fear to tackle without the support of the Temple Knights? We shall decide that on the field. Jeez, kids are gonna get themselves killed. Captain Exmel, Royal Squire Eltiana approaches. How fare you, young griffins? Seems Jed has been accepted into your ranks. What befalls? This silence speaks volumes even if you do not. This better not be some reckless new plan in the making. Your decision to scout out Gigas activity on Girlfell Isle was the last straw for my support of your operations. We were planning nothing of the sort. This is more of a clean and sweep. Clean and sweep? You see, Captain, as I stated before, clean and sweep is not... We need to clean up this territory. The mess is unbefitting of a knightly order. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Griffins? Brooms, rakes, I want this area spotless. That is a relief. I thought for a moment you meant clean and sweep in military terms. Very well, I shall leave you to this most important operation. Keep an eye on them, Jenneth. Now come back here, confound it. They're gonna do something stupid. That was close. Well, Tenia knew of our plans. She would shirk her duties just to thwart us. Jenneth, be warned that if you so much as entertain the thought of betraying us to Eltiana, your place in the young Griffins is forfeit. Ice Front, Operation Clean and Sweep commences at first light tomorrow. Dismissed. Oh, children. Oh, gosh. Give me a second here. I think I'm still equipped to the... I do. Never mind. Thought I had my other katana on. All right. So apparently from here, I have to leave and come back. Okay, and then the next time we do it, we apparently have to actually run to Jugnar Forest, but we can't warp in like any other normal means. We have to go in through a map warp, a map transition. It's a little annoying. Oh! I almost forgot to tell you guys. So I went through and started making some places here for gear equip stuff. But I have done something special. I have upgraded a piece of gear. So when you get your artifact gear, your relic gear, and your Imperium gear, you can up it to a couple. You can rank it up a couple points. A couple of... How do I say this? Up a couple of stances. You can make it higher quality. You can get a +1, +2. Well, to continue on, you reforge the armor. So the Miochin gear turns into the Wakido gear. And I've done that. I have upgraded my first bit of it. And that's something I'm going to slowly work on along with everything else that I'm going to try and do. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick thing here. Let's go. The custom work front. So earlier today, I also went and grabbed. I went ahead and ran through the maps to get to Bastok in the Shadow Realm, Shadow Reign. So this is Bastok Markets. Looks pretty similar. The fountain's not here. It's a giant terrace. It's a giant castle for defensive. I have not gone to Windurst yet, but I will have to at some point. I'm certain that will be important at some point or another. Okay. So, well, it's the fastest zone transition I could think of, so let's go ahead. So apparently the Sandorian, what were they? The Chocobo Yours or whatever they were that we ended up trading out last time. The kids they're basically link pearls. So it sounds like they've actually used them for some covert eavesdropping and found out that intel. So I'm hoping that I can prevent them from doing something stupid. Okay, now we go ahead and talk here. So it's first light now, so to speak. I have a message for you from the captain. Operation Clean Sweep has been moved forward. Rendezvous with the main force in Battaglia Downs. Those are your orders. The main force is likely to reach the trails in Jugner Forest by now. I shall remain here and guard the base. Okay, so we're now going to use a book warp and do survival guide out to East Ronfar. That'll take us to the tunnel. From there, we can walk into Jugner Forest and get our next cutscene. Let's see, the book was, yep, in that corner. Okay. I really do wonder what the story's going to be kind of like for this part of the game, because I have done like nothing I've done nothing past here, so everything will be new to me. I won't even have a hint of what will be going on. It will be completely brand new. Ronfair fronts, there we go. Okay, I'm wanting to go that way. Janet, the plan has gone awry. We were trying to reach Battaglia Downs through the forest, but we're set upon by orcs. Eh? Examil. Examil! It's right behind us. We must have been separated. We have you now, little rabbit. Who has who? I shall slay you myself. Careful, the little rabbit has fangs. Fangs I'll be happy to pull.
Frog, 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 frog. Frog, frog, frog.
They followed the others? Well, little rabbit, it's your lucky day. You have only 2 orcs to face.
Godek, Drazig, Vogbrogrog.
Says he wants to slice your impudent hide into stripes for his pet vulture. Not stripes, strips. Well, perhaps not quite so many words.
Vogbrogrog, Vogbrogrog, Vogbrogrog.
You fear not the blade of a child?
Vogrog, Vogrog.
Something familiar about you. Those eyes. The rest of you return to Sandoria and fetch reinforcements. Find Squire Altenia. We were ambushed to the east of here. Examil cannot be far. Well, I wasn't fast enough. They did something stupid. Okay, so I know where I need to go now. Eyes are doing that thing again. Hoping they can kind of stop while I stream. Okay. There is a bridge. It's a rock bridge. There we go. And it should be right here. Elegant footprints? No. There it is. A little further than I was expecting.
Rockheck.
Jedith? Examil! Rahal!
Exon.
Bill?
Yes, those eyes, you are him. Only. I found you, Examil M. Orkyot.
Speak not my family name, cur, and I am not yet.
Another face I recognize. You are the kind stranger that helped me escape from my cage in Sandoria.
You helped an orc escape?
My apologies, but after leaving my confinement, I recalled a rather important fact. I was not, in actual fact, one of the barbaric elven. I've always been the glib-tongued orc you see before you. Codex Dragsley Black.
My friend here is hungry for blood. Perhaps we should dine on this unappetizing fool before we begin the main course on tender rabbit.
Krieg!
Well, don't I feel a fool? I did help him out. Drodzod, the only blood spilled here was yours. They do say the weak bark more than they bite. Exenmil, one day I will come for you. I will have my revenge. Children, are you unharmed? Altenia. There may be more orcs lurking in the underbrush. I leave the children in your care, Squire. What is it, Exenmil? Exenmil? I should have known something foolish was afoot. I fair killed my chocobo on my rush across Lathine. You expect us to do when our elders sit around arguing politics while orcs run rampant. Exenmil, if only you knew how much your father, the Count... Man, he's a petulant little brat, isn't he? Pick out that lip. If only you would have a care for your own safety. But I am glad to find you whole and not hanging into over some orc's cooking fire. My thanks, Jedith. Who knows what grisly scene may have greeted me if you had not chased after these reckless fools. Jedith, I'll have you know I would have defeated both those fiends without your intervention. Besides, what sort of buffoon is taken in by an orc's promises, however glib? You are easily fooled. But you follow a code of honor, nonetheless. You have yet to gain my full trust, but you are permitted to attend the next war council. In fact, that's an order from your captain. You should feel honored, Jedith. It is rare an elder enjoys such praise from young Exenmil. Perhaps it's time you knew more of the child's background. Exenmil is bereft of a mother. I know not the finer details, but she was slain by an orc that had infiltrated the capital. It was at a time when his father was absent on military duty. As you can imagine, Exenmil has had little respect for the competence of his elders since then. Yes, I also mean to investigate the Temple Knight you mentioned. From what I learned so far, this Darville's history has a blemish or two. Aside from all that, how did those boys learn of an orcish host's movements? Here, please accept this payment for your vigilance. I will escort the children back to Sandoria. Assuming I am able to catch them. Have they learned nothing from this ordeal? No, I doubt they have. Thank you, Jedith. Be on your guard in this forest. Young Griffins, your next operation will be to clean and sweep the Royal Knights Barracks. Okay, now, let me read through this because I think with those quests done, I'm able to finish up following quests. Ah, okay. So now we need to talk to one of the Cavernous outside of Juno. So our best option is probably to run back to... Run back towards the book and warp back to Battalion Downs, probably. Well, no, that would be a little different. Rumber... I don't know which one I actually would be the best to get to. Because the book is not next to the one in Battalion Downs, is it? I just realized I can't look at the map while I'm running here, because I'll just run myself into a wall. So it's interesting that you have to do a handful of quests before you can kind of continue. I find that slightly interesting. Because none of the other missions have required me to do a quest previously. There's been stuff I've needed to do, but it's not been specifically quests. Now let me think here. I guess that one would actually be, it wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that's just a matter of running through Garland Citadel. Okay, so. Let me go ahead and just check this for a second here. We go all the way to the... Yeah, I guess the Battalion books wouldn't have been too bad either way. Whatever the case, this will be probably just as fast. Yeah, I really do wonder where the story's going to go from here. It's going to be very interesting. Just from what I've been able to kind of see, the stories have gotten slowly better and better, so I'm hoping that kind of is the trend that stays. Sense the gaze of the cavernous maw upon you. Engulfed by the cavernous maw. Now. I'm back here again. With the weird fanged Overus above. His embodied metallic voice drifts towards you. When the Harbinger cometh, the champions of the dawn shall descend. Does that descend or fall? I can never remember the words. Well, whatever. I have more important things to... Oh my stars, this did not happen. Didn't happen. How could I have been so blind? I never even noticed someone was here with me. Never noticed. Oh, what was me? I fall into the deepest blue depths of depression. Do you see how blue I have become? Seemed black and white to me. But I thought a child of Altana would sympathize. Be sympathetic, you know? Oh, what's this? What's this? Who knew that such a thing was possible? What does this mean? What indeed? Could it be you possess the same power? Same power as me? My whiskers are twitching. They twitch. I think I've found their speech cadence. Shall I tell you what this means? Inform you? You possess the power to bend time itself, an ability bestowed only on the worthy. Although, it seems you lack the same control that I have. Uncontrolled, I would say. But this is good news, nonetheless. Those eyes are far too big. Regal feline peers intently at me. My intent, you see, is to help end this war before certain terrible, indelible wounds are gouged into history. Hello, Seth. Despite my best efforts, the nations of Elven Night devises pretentious plans that will see them fall to the Beastmen time and again. The Humes ignore the unrest in their city, while Galkan rage reaches boiling point. The point of boiling! The Methra squabble amongst themselves, and the Taro dither as the Ugudos sack the city of Windurst. Sacking the city they are! To confound matters, the alliance between the nations of Altana is still in its infancy, and old suspicions threaten to sever the tentative bonds. Bonds could be severed. Only so many things I can do with these two small paws. Will you help me with this grand plan of salvation? All things are allowed to run their course. If things are allowed to run their course, this war will spread to consume Vanadil in a tidal wave of tragedy. I hope to shrink this tidal wave of tears, if only by a little, by a few drops. It will be difficult, thankless work, thankless and difficult. But would you be up to the task? I'll do it. Wonderful! I feel my depression lifting already. The fate of this age rests on your shoulders. So much rests on you. Ah, I forgot to mention the Champions of the Dawn. It is prophesied that the Champions of the Dawn will appear in an age of strife and save the world from catastrophe. A band of heroes? A bevy of maidens? Who knows? Is this the age of prophecy foretells? I shall go forth and search for these champions with my mystical whiskers. So very busy. Busy indeed. An introduction? Have we not been introduced? My name is Kate Sith. I am certain we shall meet again in the near future. Or would that be the near past? In any case, I wish you luck with your endeavors. Well, if it isn't, well, if this isn't the cat's meow, there is something you wish to ask of me? Hoping to have me shed some light on a particular matter? Yeah, how do I get out of here? I don't see an elevator or something. This is wholly unexpected. I've seen futures both brighter and darker, but in each at least there was a future. Ah, but those feathered wings represent a new hope. Possibility to ensure that should come to be, does come to be. Perhaps it's best if we do not paw around here and consult Atomos instead. Ask his opinion. Which means that you'll have need of this. This should provide entry into what we call the Walk of Echoes. The entrance there is the same as the entrance here, a cavernous maw, gaping expanse of space. Okay. Okay, so I'm back here. Now, it gave me something. Light swarm? Must be a key item. Or maybe not. Ah, here we are. This tiny glowworm given to you by Kate that allows for safe passage into the Walk of Echoes. So, triggered by clicking any of the ones in the past. So raise the pure white feather and we go back into the past. And I don't know if this will actually take us to this Walk of Echoes or whatever. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, this does feel a little odd, having to do these quests and then go into these missions and stuff, so. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but for the time being, it just feels odd. Stone monument. Hook should be right about here. It should be just there. There it is. Wonderful. Now, having done this correctly, hope. Actually, we can check. Okay. Okay, we got I-7. So kind of up near the gates to northern Sandoria. This is the guy I need to talk to. Trigger a cutscene. Here's our cutscene. Access beyond the Victor Gate is not permitted at this time. Someone in full paladin gear, I like it. Why, Viscount Theophon and Squire Altenia. Good day, Rosting. Oh, and Jedith as well. I am pleased to see you again. Please allow me to introduce Viscount that's a mouthful. Okay, let me try this. Philae S. Theophon, Lieutenant of the Royal Guards. It is a pleasure to meet you, Jedith. Oh, the gate just opened. What in the name of Altana? You stand down this instant. I will join that first regiment. Let me join in my sister's stead. Lord, we beg of you. Please, you must return with us to the chateau. Stand down, I said. What part of that command do you two not understand? Dear Count Borel, what is the reason for this commotion? This behavior befits not a person of your standing. If you do not compose yourself, the Temple Knights shall have no choice but to attend to you. Billy, though, Billy, you may be my childhood friend, but this matters concern you not. But my beloved sister, I will not stand by and watch her march off to Garlot Citadel. I see. Count Borel, Halvar, I do not deny that His Majesty's counter-offensive strategy will be fraught with danger, but as Altenia's own flesh and blood, surely you understand her feeling, her desire to protect and serve her nation. Thank you for your kind words, sir. No harm will come to me, dear brother. You are aware of my proficiency with polearms better than any other. So this is Halvar. This is basically the steward of the kingdom, who we've already met. But Altenia, please forgive us, my lord. We must now escort you back to the chateau. Altenia, no! Altenia! I'm sorry, Halvar. Altenia, despite my words to your brother, I must confess I'm not entirely without apprehension. The Carmine Swallows are the finest soldiers in the kingdom, the elite among elite. I have the utmost confidence that you'll do more than hold your own against the enemy. But never forget that soldiers pay for complacency with their lives. The past few days have seen a substantial surge in beast-horde activity in the vicinity of Sandoria. Keep your guard up at all times, Altenia, not only for your sake, but for Halvar's as well. I apologize for making you witness what just transpired, Jedith. It was my brother, Halvar, who was escorted away kicking and screaming. You see, a mission of critical import has been entrusted upon my regiment. I am not authorized to disclose details of the operation, but I fear I may not be able to see any of my loved ones again. Jedith, there's something I must ask you. Please hear me out. If I fall in battle, I want you to look after Exmil and the young Griffins. Foreshadowing. Oh boy. Ever since the tragic loss of his mother, I have been all he has. Axmel has closed himself off from all the other elders, but miraculously he is taken to you, Jedith. There's no other I can depend upon. Can I ask this of you, if I should not return? Be strong, Altinia. I'm sorry, I wonder what madness came over me. You are absolutely right. Just the thought of leaving the children behind is more than I can bear. Thank you, Jedith, for bringing me back to my senses. Time for departure has come. Before I leave, there's something you should know. This concerns Temple Knight Darville, whom you say was conversing with the Orc escapee. Darville has been observed absent on numerous occasions to tend to matters of an unknown nature. I sense treachery at play, Jedith. It would be prudent to not let that one out of your sight. Be well, Jedith. I hope we meet again. Okay. So another piece of the present touches the past. All these people standing, all these puppet masters standing next to the quartermaster. I am very busy here. Stand down or I will call the guards. Okay, so about objective. Okay. I understand there's been some annoyance and frustration with some of the stuff with Vandabout objectives today. Lingsha was talking about it. Welcome back from your mission. Word of your accomplishments in the field has reached all ears at headquarters. Yeah, I need to look into it because I haven't been doing it, honestly. I really should look into it. Their trouncing of bloodthirsty orcs has brought honor to the young griffins. Oh, I must inform you, the War Council schedule for today has been postponed due to an emergency change of mind by the captain. While the captain and lieutenant have departed on a scouting expedition of Gigas activity at Gurlvan Isle. You are unaware of this undertaking by the young griffins? It is the continuation of an expedition that was commenced prior to your enlistment. What? A status report of the expedition, you say? Engineer Bestale. Tano Roland, how many times must I remind you that shouting is completely unnecessary from this distance? Let's see. By calculating their progress based on our report from the previous journey, I assume that they have now arrived and commenced gathering information on Vonkerl Inlet. If you get silver, which is 700, you get 100 deeds with... Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. No, after stream, I will look into the Vandabouts to like see what the actual rewards are. I think I've already gotten a couple done just without trying. With but the two of them, I wonder if anything is proceeding according to plan. We'll set up AF plus... Oh, seriously? Oh my gosh. That would be amazing. See, during the previous expedition, we encountered a hulking gray gigas. Well, if truth be told, we caught but a glimpse of the monstrous creature from afar. That was enough to cause our ranks to crumble into disarray. The undignified way in which we reacted still remains a bitter memory for the young griffins. After such an episode, even a foolhardy elven like the captain would not act rashly should he again encounter that gigas. But knowing the captain, there is the possibility he has gone back to seek the very same gray gigas to redeem himself. It was near the bridge in Volker Inlet where we saw the gigas in question. Chances is that there you will find the captain and lieutenant. Okay, so now I actually went through. No, I did run through the area with you guys. Let's see. Let me go to equipment thing. Yeah, I've gotten 40 so far. Ugh, that's not very much. Here we are. Material Storm, campaign ops and stuff like that. What things do you trade to the curator, Moogle? Yeah, it was the Wildkeeper's Reeves was what people were complaining about, I think. Just done when you do when okay. Anyway, we need to head to Vunkerl Isle Inlet. Yeah, I'll need to start taking a look and see what I actually can get done and actually start working on those. What zone is this one in? No? Ah, there we are. Okay, now, where are we? That's right, we're here. This is where we tussled with a knoll. Now, the bridge we need to go to is H6, which is the one that way. Okay, so that's easier to get to on this way. Oh, not this way. Gotta keep going. There we are. Okay. Elven Child and Gigas sitting in a tree. F-I-S-H-I-N-G. Jedith, how did you know to find us here? Please remind me to reevaluate what confidential information we trust to Roland and Vistidlaw. Oh, and with me here is Ledivox, a good goblin friend. He has a talent for communicating with Gigas. Hi there. We tracked down this most unusual Gigas. The name's Clothius. Clothius. He's fond of fishing. Yes, Clothius. Knowing of the Gigas' propensity for ferocity, we had concealed ourselves in the bushes, observing the creature from afar. When Examil inexplicably leaps out like a madman and challenges Clithios to a fish-off. Look yonder. Careful or you're gonna smack the Gigas in the face with your hook. You watch, my great gargantuan friend. It shan't be long till you feast your eyes upon the largest fish ever reeled in this side of Vanadil. According to Levenvox, the two are engaged in a test of strength where victory is decided by the larger fish. But sometimes I cannot help but wonder whether they actually understand each other. What? You questioning my ability to communicate with Gigas? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give offense. That's more like it. I like yes, so I'm gonna be telling you something interesting. That Clithios there is descended from the gods. A real nasty piece of work he is. Even other Gigas know to keep away. If he truly is as dangerous as you say, nothing to suggest that it happened so far. You'll change your mind when Clithios sups on fish and has your friend for dessert. That pouty face again. Confound it. Why is it taking so long? Huh? Yes, this unmistakable feeling. A catch of Gigas proportions. Oh, gonna lose the rod. A snag. That's it. No more Mr. Nice Elven. I shall reel this in, even if it means bringing it in with the whole of Vanadil. Wonder what that was. An earthquake? I think he landed on his foot badly. What are you doing down on your haunches? Ledivox, what is he trying to say? That's for me to know and for you to find out. With some gill. Once a goblin, always a goblin, I see. But since I like you so much, you can pay me later. Okay, this is a good one. Githlos has reluctantly admitted defeat. He thinks your friend caused the earthquake. What? Surely you jest. Hey, Examil! Oh, he wrecked part of the bridge. Oh, Rahal, and you're here too, Jedith? It appears you are victorious thanks to your incredible feat in moving the whole of Vanadil. Oh, that is rather unexpected. Something to miss, Kithlos? Did you injure yourself when you fell? Oh, this gurgling and grumbling noises I'm having to make for the Beastmen is moving a number on my throat, apparently. Jedith, I'm assigning you an emergency mission. Lieutenant Rahal, do you recall the time when Bestala told us about remedial herbs? Yes, the quick-acting remedial herbs that are found only in Verkul Inlet. If I remember correctly, the leaves of this particular specimen of herbs are known to change color depending on the time of day. How fortunate! I have Bistalo's notes concerning those herbs in my possession. Good work, Lieutenant. I shall take it from here. Merkel Herb Memo. Doria, Bastok, Windhurst. The number on the left signify the time of day, while the words on the right refer to color, I would assume. Well, what are you waiting for, Jedith? Go collect the herb and return here, post haste. What? The words on the right side of the note? The meaning is perfectly clear, so work it out for yourself, soldier. Dismissed. All right. So we have to go up to F5, I think. Yeah, top left of F5 and find a leafy patch.
Now, I hope this is a case of the time that you pick it will be the time of day as opposed to when you deliver it. Because by the time I get it over there, a day might change, and it might change for something I don't want. So, that would be a bummer, having to run all this way again. Anyway. Should be somewhere right around here. Leafy patch. There we are. Gather green herb. Hey, over here. Found the herb? Well done, soldier. Now we can treat Githloss's injuries. Oh, cool. Herb works like a charm. Fish off rematch, you say? I admire your adorable spirit, my ludicrously large friend. Takes a real gigas to even consider taking on Captain Examil of the Young Griffins, the fabled Fisher of Vana'diel. I accept your challenge with pleasure, but I'm a fair elven and shall wait until your injury has healed completely. Ooga, ooga, go. What's this? You wish to give this to me? Take good care of yourself, you lumbering oaf. I'm impressed. That boy can also communicate with Gigas. Guess you won't be needing me to interpret no more. See ya. Elven Child and Gigas. Sitting in a tree. Fishing. Jeth, since you've gathered a herb from Clithios, you deserve this more than I. Good work, young Griffins. Thanks to your tireless efforts, the scouting expedition was a great success. The debriefing will be held at headquarters. Lieutenant Rahal, Jeth, we're going home. I hope it gets a little more interesting than this. I don't want to be playing babysitter to a bunch of Yelvan adolescents for like the entire story. Honestly, it's just gonna be kind of boring in my mind. To be fair, they are somewhat important characters in the story. Rahal certainly is. He's the captain of
Is it the Royal Knights? I think it is. I don't think it's Temple Knights. Halver certainly is important because he's oh shoot, I can't go back down that. I can't go back that way. I'm gonna have to hobble my way around. Shoot. Anyway, apparently we're gonna fish at some point in the future, so having the rod will be a good thing to have. I think I got another fishing rod at some point. I don't remember. It is a bummer that I have to run all the way back around if I go to the north part of the map. I understand there's reasons for map design to have it so it's only a one-way direction, like ways to like getting out of like a battlefield or something or other, but just normal traversal, it feels kind of dumb to do it. I mean, it's meant to get to like a high up position of a map or something like that. I understand, but for just normal traversal, having one-way traveling directions is kind of dumb in my mind. I'll also admit, I haven't done anything in the way of fishing or crafting in this game. It's not as simple as in 14, so... Okay. Took us forever. Okay. Jareth, welcome back from your mission. However, I'm afraid that there is no time for revelry. Engineer Bistol has called an emergency meeting. Captain himself is due to arrive shortly. Bistol, what is the meaning of this? I trust you have good reason to call this meeting without my prior consent. Naturally, Captain Examil. I have called this meeting to report information obtained via the link pearls we planted to eavesdrop. Hold it there, Bastille. Jess does not know the Plumsdale ore were fitted with link pearls. Examil? Uh-oh. You just speared your own foot. The information was obtained via the Plume d'Or, link pearl planted on the captain's father. Altenia's regiment was ambushed by orcs in Jugnar Forest. What? What has become of Altenia? Squire Altenia, I do not know. However, rumor of the regiment's demise runs rampant among the knights. Pistol, is there nothing else you have learned? A new transmission. Quiet, everyone. There's something coming from the link pearl planet on Temple Knight Darville. Why, my dear Count Byforns, to what do I owe the pleasure of your presence? Spare me your hollow formalities, Zogbog. You will report the current situation to me, without garnish. As you command, my lord. With the invaluable aid of Temple Knight Darville, who stands here before you, not only have we successfully eliminated General Mochand of the Temple Knights, we are also able to free our captive orcish brethren from the clutches of the Elven. And prior to your arrival, my lord, intelligence supplied by Darville led to successful ambush of an entire regiment of Sandorian knights. I expected no less. Now, Temple Knight Darville, was it? I would know why a person of your standing would be motivated to betray your own kind. You need not answer. War has no place for righteous types, and your motivation interests me not. But an orc collaborating with an elven makes for a curious sight indeed. As you were. He thinks so much too highly of himself. Thinks much too highly of himself. Temple Knight Darville is conspiring with the Beastman Confederate? This does not bode well. What is it, Bistol? Bistolo? The assassin of General Monarch, the breakout of the Orc captives, and the ambush of Altenia's regiment can all be traced back to one man. Temple Knight Darville. He's been leaking military secrets to the orcs. Zogbog. So that's the name of the glib-tongued orc with whom we crossed swords in Jugnar Forest. Hush! Conversation continues. Zogbog, there is but one thing. A new captive, a squire called Altenia. She knows of my involvement in this scheme. It would be most inconvenient if she were to return to Sandoria and spread lies of the role I played. I trust you understand what is required. Does this mean Squire Altenia is still alive? Squire Altenia is still alive? What I gather of that transmission, Squire Altenia survived the ambush and is now a captive in the hands of the orcs. She has not yet come to harm, but Darville has expressly stated his intention to... Altenia! Altenia! Examil, wait! Istiol, roll on. Elders must be informed of this most sinister plot. Altenia's life is at stake. We have no choice but to confess regarding the Plumes d'Or. I will catch up to Examil. Come with me, Jareth. As you command, sir. We have reason to believe the orcs have encamped in Jugnar Forest. In all likelihood, they will be in the southern reach of Jugnar Forest, not far from Laval. Be warned, this fiendish group of orcs was able to take even the Royal Knights unaware. We must practice the highest degree of caution on this mission. Lieutenant, Jareth, we pray for Squire Altenia's safe return. Let us make haste, Jareth. All right. Okay, so in terms of getting there, it's not going to be particularly easy. Change map to the Norval in front. So, we kept running into issues where we couldn't quite get to where we needed to here. I think we could potentially do it now, though I don't know. I think the easiest way to do it is to actually go through... Well, that's the thing. I'd have to go through the... Yeah, I'd have to try and make my way between the river and the mountains there, and I don't think I can. So I'm trying to go get the book, the maw, and the recall crystal in Jugner Forest, because I have to eventually use those at some point again. The problem is that going through that map is not particularly easy. As you can see from the black lines, those are all barriers. When I was trying to get through before, I had to go through Bunker Inlet and come back out this bottom, this one in the middle here, and run up all the way to the right side of the river and up to East Ronfar to get up to Sandoria. I want to be on the other side of that river, though. The problem is that when I was running up, I wanted to actually go get the book and maw and stuff, and I couldn't. Now, logic dictates that what I could do is go into the present day, and go to Jugner Forest and go through the maw that way. But I don't think I can do that because I haven't unlocked it in the past. So I'm not quite sure how to do this. It's the lowest entrance of Bunker. Okay. Yeah, because if I get down there, then it gets behind the barriers and stuff that I'm running into. So let's go ahead and refresh our... I don't think we need to refresh our sigil quite yet. Yeah, we'll run to Verkal Inlet and then... Oh, does that have a nice big color map? Okay. Okay. Teleport assistance. Okay. I wish there was a way to open up to have music play in all the areas, but... Now, if I remember, and you'll have to correct me on this, isn't there an Abyssia Verkal of Bunker Inlet? I want to say that there is. Abyssia is going to be an interesting time to try and stream because I don't know what all I'll be doing there. Because what I understand, it's one of the tiered Notorious Monsters pieces of content, more or less. Thankfully, I've been building up stones, so that when I eventually get around to it, I'll have lots of stones available to use. So yeah, it's weird. Okay, so I actually got back into the game during 2016, but most of it is Abyssea farming drop. That's what I figured. So when I started playing, when I kind of got back into the game briefly for 2016, the trust had been unlocked. Abyssea was still the main thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I got into that, and I was farming the armors and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember, and it was all about going and doing parties in Abyssea, because you could get a big group together and level jobs up and stuff like that. People were paying out big sums to host AFK leveling parties. And I remember going to some of them, but I don't remember going to all of them. I do remember, for Samurai, at a minimum, getting all of the Empyrean armor. Before the Escher Zones, yeah. Ah! Okay. That's right, because when you came through the other one, you came out on the other side of the river, and you couldn't really get over there. Okay, now, I need to show it let's see, where is it? H10, which is to the other side. Yeah, H10, which is kind of where the mall is. So, good. Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. I believe I had gotten the Masamune. However, I always pronounce it Masamune, but that's the British pronunciation. Anyway, I had thought that you got it through something through a different way other than the Magian Trials. Did they change it in some way? Because I don't remember doing some of the stuff, or have they reworked it? Because I certainly don't remember having to deal with the Void Watch stuff. Could you just fill me in a little bit on that, if you could? Okay. I was wondering about that, because I started looking through the NMs I have to get the Masamune, and I vaguely remember sitting out and waiting for some of them, but the last two before you actually get into... Yeah. Well, and the thing being is that I don't remember doing anything with the Void Watch, because you have to get to a couple of them before you get into Abyssea itself. Because I remember I did other ones, because this was before they had introduced like ambuscade and stuff like that. So the trials weapons were all the rage. Everybody was getting the strength ones and the third step is Void Watch. Yeah, I just don't even remember doing that. But like I said, it's been so long ago that I clearly don't remember. And so I briefly looked it up. Walk me through this so I understand. Void Watch is kind of the same thing. It's a tier list, but you have to go fighting certain... You start with a clear abyssite. You then have to go to certain zones to spawn notorious monsters. And it changes the color of your Void Watch. No, not the Void Watch, the abyssite, to certain colors. And as you go higher and higher, eventually get to the point where there's a chance that your abyssite might break when you spawn a Void Watch notorious monster. Is that the VNMs? Probably Void Watch. Because I know that I have to fight 3 of them. I have to fight Chesma, Lamprey Lord, and... There's the Void Watch. Okay. And the color abyssite. Okay. The color abyssite one? Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't have any allied notes. Ugh. Going back to a 0 account on a currency. Hate it. Anyway, yeah. So give me a brief understanding of the Void Watch path versus the Color Abyssite. The Color Abyssite is you have to fight certain enemies in certain zones. You do the Void Watch path. Okay. Yeah, I got I ended up getting my first reforged piece of armor today, which I was very happy about. Then I just realized, oh, this is going to take a long time to get everything up to where it needs to be. Get this up to snuff. Where's that book? There it is. Okay, got that. Color of the Abyssite, yeah. Well, and apparently I have to do that for 3 notorious monsters, which I find a little... Hey, Rainmard! We know Rainmard. He's the guy who we got our... he's the guy in the Red Mage cutscenes. Oh, that's a special treat. Okay, let's get this maul while we're at it. I need to go to H10, so a little higher up. I want to drop by Rainmard for a second here. Many lives were lost when the orcs invaded the quiet village of Laval. Tears of motherless children still dampen the forest bed. It's not this one. There is a foot of one of the... Oh! At the foot of one of the watch platforms. Probably somewhere over here. Come here, Miss Snow. Okay. The tier 5. Yeah, and I remember, like, at tier 3, there's a chance they start to break, so then you have to start from scratch again. Like I said, there's something... Up to tier 4, not tier 5. Okay. Those don't break? Oh, okay. cutscene. Squad of orcs? Jed, look yonder. Darville, I would advise against keeping Bucevach waiting. He is far from patient, even by orc standards. So let us finish this and be on our way. The Voidwalker NM said, yeah, I was looking at it earlier. I was just trying to figure it out. Sometimes I just can't process information the same way as other people, so sometimes it just takes me a little bit to... Sometimes someone has to explain it to me, even though it's basically the same information, and somehow it then works. Anyway, back to the cutscene. So you finally show your true colors, Temple Knight Darville. I had my suspicions from the very beginning. I commend you on your fine detective work, but I am saddened to say it was all for naught. Betray your king and selling out your own comrades to the enemy. No words could describe my attempt for you. Now answer me, what evil objective lies behind this unforgivable act of treason? The words wound me, Altenia. I simply wish to restore my most precious Andoria to her former glory. What do you mean? The tyrant king, Descendé de Orion. He will meet his end at the hands of my sympathizers. I can see it even now. It'll be exactly like 10 years past when King Agrantiel was regrettably slain by orcs. What? Ooh, someone's grumpy. Darville, Bucevach's patience is about to run dry. It is I who will have to bear the brunt of his fury. You would do me a great favor by delaying no further. Well, some of the content is I was trying to look up stuff for like Limbus and stuff like that, not understanding that that the level 75 Limbus is gone and you can only do the 119 stuff. I was like, I don't even understand what I'm supposed to be doing for this. So eventually I'm going to have to do it. Blast, how can we help with all those orcs swarming about? Where's Examil? And to where did Examil disappear? Apart from Zogbog here. Required you to finish, yeah. Apart from Zogbog here, these orcs understand not the joys of refined conversation. I'm afraid the pleasantries end here. We must act now, or else. Oh, that was a pretty good kick. Way to go, Examil. It's a pretty good scream. Surprised it wasn't a... How did you know? You again? Examil? Jeth, now's your chance. I flattered you came all the way out here to see me. What have I done to deserve such a delicious treat? You have made my day, little rabbit. I would sooner turn blind than endure a daily dose of your face, Zogbog. Today we settle the score. Rahal? And Jeth as well? Well, with all the guests of honor present, the party can finally begin. I look forward to roasting you on my cook fire, little rabbit. Rock red black. Bukevach. Rukvek Zugleg. Bogmeg. I regret to inform you, Bucevach is not in the best of moods at the moment. It would seem that you are all too alive for him. That orc is enormous. Jeth, you have my lead to tend to the big one. By all means. Send Rahal and I will see to the rest. If I deem your performance unsatisfactory, you'll be put on cleaning detail. Understood? Good luck, Jeth. Oh. Just a little bit of a visual glitch there. All right, big guy. Cobra Claw Buzkovac. Ta-da! Excuse me. How the kid's doing? Oh, and he's not down. Nicely done. Ah! Curses! Degbrog! It would appear I sorely underestimated you, little rabbits. This is not over. I shall return with reinforcements. Fleeing like a coward again, Zogbog? Flee, you say? Spare me your mockery. This is merely a tactical withdrawal. But mark my words, I shall be back for your head. No one will rob me of revenge for my fallen clan. Blackvok, retreat! I said move out! That's Zogbog. When we last fought, he spoke with the same revenge. To what could he possibly be referring? I cannot say. By the way, Jedeth, you shall commence cleaning detail after returning to headquarters. I trust you understand the reason. Their negligence had the young Griffins half a heartbeat away from having mincemeat for a captain. Maximil, what is it now, Altenia? I rushed here without a thought for my own safety, so the least you could do is... Thank you. Altenia? She is clearly suffering from trauma. We must... Maximil, here I am trying to show my gratitude in earnest, and you... And thank you too as well, Rahal and Jedeth. To all of you, I owe my life. The kids look like they all have buck teeth because of how it's animated. What? Shaking the ground but no base. Dogvideg, the orc general who laid siege to Sandoria. What should we do, Examil? Examil? Jeth, we must evacuate immediately. That is, Bogegdog. Bakkodeg of the Steelhide Horde. Whence did their forces come to be so near? Theirs must have been the unit stationed at Laval. But they were reportedly marching for Juno. Old Generals Dogvideg and Bakkodeg, the two rocks upon which the Orcish forces are built here? This does not bode well. Eximo, we stand on a chance against such numbers. It would be folly to even consider pursuit. Eximo? Here they are. Has harm come to any of you? Aphonamil. Altenia, you are safe. Father! Why, Exmo? And be this not Rahal, Lord Lebrart's very own flesh and blood? Is this carnage I see before me all your doing? Sir, we have located Temple Knight Darville in the creek bed. Darville 2? Apprehend the traitor, post haste. We best not linger longer than necessary. If the Orcish host were to find us, they would not receive us kindly. You must be Jedith. Alteni has informed me of your bravery. You have my gratitude. I thank you also for the care of my son, Eximil. Hope we meet again upon return to Sandoria. I do like that the Wikipedia actually has a thing of like, hey, if you've done these things, go back to the mission, so I don't have to go keep running myself back to the mission. It's nice. Okay. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Piss off. Thank you. Oh, I really should go to the book. Okay, we'll talk to one of the guys here, and we go outside and then back in. Oh, yes, hang on. Yeah, because we have to go talk to... Okay, so I'm a little confused because we just did those 2 missions. Maybe I hadn't loaded into the area properly. Because you're supposed to enter southern Sandoria from East Ronfar. You must walk in from East Ronfar. I should get... Oh, because I'm not done, I think. I have to talk to Roland. That makes sense. Jedeth, we are pleased to see you return. The captain awaits. Upon learning the true nature of the link pearls from Iron Ram Captain Rolanu gave us a right royal scolding, but it is a small price to pay to have Squire Eltenia back safe and sound. Jedeth, both Rahal and Bistol are absent today, most likely on the receiving the end of disciplinary action from the elders for the Plumes d'Or. Me, I stole off and came here. Why need you ask? Exmil. Eek! Oh, who seeks Captain Exmil of the Young Griffins? Eek! Lieutenant Dufont and Eltenia. Father's been looking for you, Exmil. Death? Alphanomiel also bid you to he wishes the pleasure of your audiences at your earliest convenience. I understand you're responsible for Eltenia still being with us this day. You have my thanks. Now, I must return to duty. Eltenia, you are not to overexert yourself until further notice. This is an order. Thank you, Lieutenant Diofon. Shall we go see your father now, Exenmil? I wonder if that's actually Exeme? Exeme, maybe? I don't know. All these French names, I don't know. Eltenia, are your wounds healed? Thank you for your concern, sir. I am well. Jedeth, I thank you for coming. I'm eternally indebted to you for saving both Exemil and Eltenia. Your display of valor in the face of your ferocious orcish foe will inspire even the best of our knights. But now to the heart of the matter. Temple Knight Deville. I believe the name is more familiar to you. He aligns himself with the Eastern faction, dissidents who conspired to restore the lost East Andoria of old. They are remnants of an age of a violent civil war that split our fair kingdom in two. Approximately 10 years ago, the Eastern faction masterminded the murder of King Grantiul, employing the infamous orc Dogvadak to carry out the unspeakable deed. And now they have once again entered into an unholy alliance with the orcs, plotting to extinguish the life of King Destin. Well, unlike 10 years ago, we were able to unveil this most wicked conspiracy with the Beastmen Confederates, confirmed the role played by Darville. Only with your valiant efforts were you able to foil their plans. The entire kingdom is in your debt. Neither words nor gifts could ever sufficiently show my feelings of gratitude. Please accept this. Father. Yes, my son, what is it? I beg your permission to partake in the next expedition. Exemil? Exemil, why do you wish this? I saw them, father, those who killed mother. The orcs at Jugner Forest led by Dogvadag, the ones who laid siege to Sandoria. It was them. Blinded by rage, I thought of giving pursuit, caring not for my life if I could get but revenge. But I became petrified. I felt so powerless. I want the strength, courage, and wisdom to stand against even the fiercest enemies. I implore you, Father, take me on the next expedition. I shall ask you but once more, is this your true wish? I swear on the honor as a young griffin, take me with you. And so be it. We shall further discuss this back at the estate. Jedeth, thank you again for protecting my son. Okay. Phew. Groveling to father becomes me not. Exemil, what were you thinking? You are no ordinary child, that much I have ascertained. With your swordsmanship, even a place with the Royal Knights would not be far-fetched. But fighting in battle is... Eltenia, you know my father well. He is a man of honor, and he will not go back on his word. Exemil... Eltenia, where are you? Your wounds. You must remain in bed until you are healed completely. Halvor, slow down. Halvor? Some may consider it a blessing to have such a doting brother, but... Thank you for everything, Jedeth. Now, if you'll excuse me... I'm just gonna try escaping Halvor. You there, did my sister Eltenia not pass through here? Eltenia? Jedeth? Which way is west? I don't know which way is west. Point west. That way. Okay. Is that so? I thank you. You are truly a fine young griffin. Eltenia! I have never before witnessed such a touching display of brotherly love. And I must concur, that truly is a fine young griffin. Jareth, I trust our fine young griffin has not forgotten cleaning detail. Yeah, I'm not doing any cleaning. Now I got a military script. Apparently I can give this to Wyatt at L6. Who is somewhere. Okay, now that I've done that, now we can go back to Kate Sith. Hey, would that be military script you got there? You see, I happen to be a player on the stock market, so if you're in a bind, what to do with that, I'd be willing to trade you for cash for it. You want Gil, you say? One of them cosmopolitan types? Let's see now. Taking the current market situation into account, this will cash in for around 22,500. 22,500. All right then. Here's your Gil, minus commission, that is. Get you the 2,147 that the wiki talks about. Now, let's go ahead and walk out and then walk back in. What's going on? Well, you're certainly looking quite hapless, adventurer. Have you not your wits about you? Yeah, where's everybody running off to? What's all the commotion, you ask? Well, everyone is on their way to see Troop Mayakov's performance, of course. My comrades have been scrambling about relentlessly for some time now, trying to procure tickets. Surely you're familiar with Troop Mayakov, yes? No, not at all familiar. What? I can't even begin to imagine the enormity of the rock under which you have been hiding. Well, they're one of the most popular dancing troops in Vana'diel right now, rivaling perhaps only by Troop Brilioth. Though from a stylistic and technical point of view, I am the personal opinion that Troupe Mayakov is considerably more advanced. Of course, it certainly doesn't hurt that they have amassed some of the most adorable dancers I've ever seen. In fact, the show is about to start over at the Old Tavern in Lion Square. The troupe leader has decided to grace Sandoria with a performance by popular demand. Such a chance to see performers of their caliber up close doesn't present itself very often. Everyone sure is up in a frenzy over it, all right. Well, if you have time yourself, I would highly recommend you pay a visit, although I offer no guarantee that you'll be able to get your hands on a ticket. What I wouldn't give to not be on guard duty. Okay, so apparently we need to go to Upper Juno now. Now, I know the name Mayakov because I have a trust of him. So the fact that and he's also a dancer, so the fact that he comes from the Wings of the Goddess expansion makes sense. Because you unlock dancer in Wings of the Goddess. Yo mama. People will come up with such interesting names for characters. I feel like I have a fairly respectable name, you know. It's not too weird to be crazy, but it's not too normal to be, not too simple to be normal. Two maids of the battlefield and a Galka? I think the guy I need to talk to is... Oh, okay, hang on a second. Oh, I have to go touch the... This is what happens when I don't read the quests. I actually needed to run off to... Eat sakes. I actually need to run off to the Lion's Tavern and go talk to it in the past. Then come here. Ugh, always do this. At least it's easy to go into the past. I do kind of wonder why they made a choice of doing home points and the survival guides, because it feels like they could have just done nothing but home points. It would have been just fine. I don't see why they actually split it between them. Maybe there was an issue with there was some kind of a problem with the coding. Like there were certain limitations that made it so they couldn't do it. Survival guides replace the outpost warps. Okay. Are always at the outpost. Makes sense. Anyway. Now let's go run ourselves back over there and get this cutscene. Mr. Mayakov, let me be the first to thank you all for taking the time to speak with us today. We know you are a busy man. Now, please, sir, if you would, share with us what you consider to be the highlight of your latest show. It would be my pleasure. And I'm third to say by now, my troop Mayakov only incorporates the most beautiful and darling of elements in the dance. However, it has come to my attention as of late that we have reached the absolute pinnacle of visible aesthetic beauty. He has a lisp. Well, that's... And the one reason I have come to here today is to make it known that time ago I made our true philosophy to seek out a new horizon and new challenge. Be true vanguards of our art. This is so bad. I feel so bad to people who actually have a speech impediment. I hope I'm not offending. And guided by that philosophy, we have discovered a new theme for our dance, a new realm to throw ourselves into, a new modus operandi of which to move and bring delight to our audience. Dreams. Through our dance and our art, we hope to bring dreams to everyone in their troubled times. That's the most intriguing concept, Mr. Mayakov, and may I say a theme most befitting a dance troupe as beautiful and as glamorous as Troupe Mayakov. The majestic drawing of the curtain, the dazzling sign of the spotlight, and then the unparalleled beauty and grace of the dancing angels. The flying of the of the Papillon's willing blouse, the hypnotic clicking of heels on the hard polished wooden stage. I'm gonna start spitting here in a second. I promise to lend the audience home to an evening of rapture they will not soon forget. Bravo! Bravo! I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like some foreign accent, like, and it's just to kind of express and get it across because they've done it before. Like I was just talking to the guy who I gave the military script to. He spoke weirdly because it was supposed to be an accent. So I think that's the whole point, is that it's meant to be an accent of some sort. Because there have been characters, there have been goblins and moblins that I've talked to that have not just weird script, but like the words are spelled weird because it's meant to be an accent of some sort. Heck, there's the guy who does the reputation quest in Selbina, Melion, I think. I talked to him today to turn in some Oyata moss, and he spoke weird too. So, but Mr. Mayakov, what is your response then to pundits who claim that the current state of affairs is not particularly conducive to the continuation of extravagant arts such as dance? Utter nonsense! I don't care if they're coming from the Fell Lords themselves or some other person on that matter. For that matter, I don't care if it's the front of the royal throne or before the very gates of hell. Troupe Mayakov will continue to dance no matter what the circumstance. Spoken like a true artist. What is this person doing here? Gandalf, come. How do you explain this spectator getting past security? I have yet to begun. The throw has yet to begun. My apologies, Mr. Mayakov, sir. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm afraid you are still under police throw preparation. I'll have to have these thrown for the time being, but be sure to come back later for your ticket. Wait a moment there. Do you even have a ticket? No, I don't. Clearly you're joking. What kind of side throw attraction do you take a Troupe Mayakov for? Tickets for the performance has been sold out for weeks. Even the platinum tickets gone for hundreds of thousands of skill, sold out in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, without a ticket, you simply cannot get into the throw. I'm sorry, but I'll just have to talk it up to a lack of luck with time. This time.
Theodore I guess find his way out, Gandalf. And I might be showing a diversity of someone with a lisp, but I'm pretty sure it's some sort of accent. Come on, when's the show going to start? I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this for weeks, and now it's so close I can barely contain myself. How much longer will it be? Unfortunately, our rehearsals have run a bit longer than initially expected. The troupe asks that you remain patient for just a bit longer and offers its sincerest apologies for any inconvenience. Well, this doesn't look promising. I have to get going soon. You scoundrel! What are you doing here? Is this what it was so important you had to leave the shop? What is this? What's going on here? Nothing. It's just, well, there's this... What's this that you got there? A ticket? Troupe Mayakov. No, I have no idea what that is. I didn't do anything. I bit nothing. I feel like the law show thing, gong gong, should be popping up at the moment. I knew you were up to something, acting all shady like you were. Look at you now, skipping work and leaving the shop unattended to come to a place like this. Well, if you don't get back to work, there's no dinner tonight, and any other night for that matter. But I like dinner. Turlo. And that's why we have to go talk to Turlo in the present, because he still has the ticket, because he got, was not able to enjoy the performance. I felt while I was doing Mayakov, it felt like I had to speak like Daffy Duck, I guess. It's kind of what it felt like. That fur, it's complete utter fabrication. It's wabbit season. Anyway, now we can travel to Juneau. I have had Mayakov out a couple times as a trust, and he is an interesting character. At the low levels, he does Drain Samba, I think. Higher levels, he does Haste Samba. He fights with two swords. He does this eclectic dance on top of enemies' heads. It was rather surprising the first time I saw it. So I will conclude that I think he's kind of a cool character. All right, here we go. And I can imagine that, because I know that there is a character that I'm aware of somewhat in the story. I think she comes from the troupe. Is it Lillicet, I think? So I think we're about to meet her in a minute here. You a fan of the dance as well, then? Don't get me wrong, the dance shows that are put on nowadays are all well and good. There's nothing compared to the shows of old, back in the days when dance was in its prime. You ever hear of Troupe Mayakov? They were one of the more popular dance troupes making the rounds about the time of the Crystal War. They had a young girl among them, absolutely beautiful thing, the Moonshade Butterfly they called her. There's still talk of Sandoria today about the solo performance she gave in Lion Square in all those years ago. I was lucky enough to get a hold of a ticket for that show. Got all the way to the tavern before my wife managed to track me down and drag me back home. That's one regret that'll stay with me for the rest of my days. Even now, I still carry the ticket with me, just as a reminder of how close I once came to seeing perfection on the stage. See, have a look. It's gotten quite beaten up all over the years, as can be expected. I don't suppose there's much use in hanging on to it anymore, though. Huh? You actually want this whole thing? You sure? Fine with me, I guess. It's nothing more than a scrap of paper at this point. The adventures sure are a weird lot. Okay, immediately pops in my head, it's the
It's the Deku shopkeepers. When you hold out the deed, they all go, ooh, 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 gimme, 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 gimme. And you go like, yeah, sure. It's what it sound. It's kind of what it felt like. It's like, just pull that out. Ooh, I want that, I want that, I want that. All right. You again? Quite the persistent one, aren't you? Well, people never learn, I suppose. Some people never learn, I suppose. You brought a ticket with you this time. Let's have a look at it then. What the? Ew, looks as though it's been through hell and back. I even want to know what happened to that ticket? It's filthy. Is this thing even real? To be sure, it bears the sign of the Melocene, our official logo. Everything seems to be in order. I'm sorry, I can't allow it. That you could have come to a ticket though so quickly and in such condition, it's most suspicious. We've had enough trouble with people trying to get in here with fake tickets already. Oh, this raid of list of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk. It's the most profound honor of True Mayakov to be blessed by thy custom. We have been eagerly awaiting your arrival, sir. The finest seal of the house has been prepared for your viewing pleasure and comfort. I'm most pleased to hear that. What's this? Is there some trouble? No, sir, not at all. Simply another fan trying to gain entry with a fake ticket. You needn't worry yourself. You have matters well under control. You even have half a mind and order them all rounded up and thrown into Ronfahr for their defeat. I'm afraid I can't stand idly by and let you treat my friend in such a manner. Sir? Your friend, sir? That's correct. Isn't that right? So please, some leniency, I beg of you. My profuse apologies, Sir Regolith. I intended no disrespect. Indeed, a friend of your great and noble guest, Sir Regolith, I'll be more than welcomed by Troop Mayakov. Forgive my impertinence. Troop Mayakov is honored by your patronage. The performance will begin momentarily. Please hurry to your seats. I feel so silly doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it, but it just feels silly. Honestly, Mayakov is a breath of fresh air to all the all the dialects I've had to read in the game. Legitimately, I love it. Oh, that was a close call, wouldn't you say? Artists. The troop leader is by no means a bad fellow, but he certainly could be a stubborn and selfish one. You caught my eye by the door there, adventurer. You have an air of reality about you. You are a knight of the kingdom, yes? Ah, serving under Grand Knight Richelieu of the Knights of the Iron Ram, are you? I have heard about that a recent addition in his ranks turned out to be an exemplary recruit. No doubt that you are this rumor it was referring to. I needn't tell you then of the horrors of this great war. The ranks of the Beastmen Confederates stretch in all directions with no end in sight. We in the service of the Allied forces rarely have a free moment to enjoy the very freedoms we fight for, which is why it's so essential that we make most of our time away from duty. Forget the troubles and worries that this war has thrust upon us, and to enjoy what little time we have of our friends and loved ones. That is why I spoke up on your behalf at the door. Who am I? Oh, well, that's neither here nor there. Consider me no more than a fellow soldier. But let us speak now of what brings us here. The critics are touting Troop Mayakov's performance as the show to see, and I can attest firsthand to the quality of the dancers. Come. Let us enjoy the evening. I love the anticipation of a good show. What was that buzzing noise? Was that meant to be like a call for quiet? It begins! Greetings to all, and a heartfelt thank on behalf of the troop for gracing us with your presence tonight. And without further ado, on to the evening's presentation. Come now, behold a fair dance. Be moved to dream in deep waking trance. Pauper, sage, even the nobleman knows. All are welcomed with warmth by Troop Mayakov. Old hag, young beauty, even the sweet child knows. All are embraced by with love by Troop Mayakov. Sever ties, fettered fool, and make merry this night. Come now, honored guests, and forget all this night. For the dark, still young, swallowed the sun that once shone, and the time to revel in this night, and now alone. Let the show begin! See, didn't I tell you? A group of lookers said all. Better not even think about making a move on the one on the way to the right, though. I got my sights set on her. Make me pull rank on you. Which dancer do you find it to be the most entertaining? I mean, honestly, the one on the right is the one I would go for, but the one in the middle. Little K-pop signature at the end there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment we have all been waiting for, a solo performance by the star of Troop Mayakov, Moonshaped Butterfly, Lilisette. Lilisette. Caught your attention, has she? That's Lilisette. Say she's a real mystery, that one. Not too much is known about her. She only just recently joined the troop, but apparently she was able to pass their stringent screening on the first go. No easy feat, that. Troop Mayakov is notoriously strict in their recruiting practices. An absolute natural. See how she captivates the audience the instant she sets foot on the stage. Such a gifted child. Nobody knows how or why. She doesn't speak about her age, where she's been, where she's from. All anyone knows is that her father is an elven and her mother is a human. Other than that, she's a complete mystery. Ah, half elven. No doubt that aura of mystery has helped propel her to such stardom so quickly. If there's one thing people love, it's the effect of the exotic. We love the unknown. Too right. Personal opinion, I think she looks a little too young, but that's just the model, I'm sure. And so the fluttering of the butterfly's flight draws to a close. Did you find yourself traipsing the night winds with her, guided by the light of the moon? He's building two blades. Oh boy. And how will your experience this evening change you, ladies and gentlemen? Was the seed of a dream planted tonight that will bloom, or simply fade away? Whoa! That was cool. Someone sending me a couple of scrolls that were going for cheap. Sir Regulus, there you are, sir. We've been searching all over for you. The Lord is most distressed, sir. From the commanding officer of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk to be wandering out in the open is most uncouth. You would rather I remain in my quarters, the overprotected maiden in her tower, yes? But it is regulation, sir. Surely this is no laughing matter. Yes, yes, very well. I only jest. I gave our hawks quite the scare, did I? Yes, sir. All of our knights are assembled in the parade ground awaiting some news. And I shall go and set their minds at ease at once. By your leave, Mr. Mayakov. On behalf of my entire troop, Thur, good night to you. Hello, Kate. What is it? If you'll excuse me, I have some minor business I must see to. I'm sure that our paths will cross again. We are on the same side, after all. Farewell for now. There's Kate Sith. How fare things in Laval? Sir, according to intelligence reports from the latest courier, ranks are currently regrouping at that location. The Knights of the Madder Falcon report to be rebuilding defenses and barricading strategic points. The resistance, however, continues in waves. A considerable portion of the local populace has already begun abducted by the Beastmen, sir. We haven't a moment to lose. The time to act is at hand. Agreed, the position cannot be lost. Deploy immediately. Sir, there is another problem to consider. What is it? Sir, we too are preoccupied here. We too are preoccupied here at the capital with the rebuilding of fortifications and rallying of the troops. In anticipation of your orders, we attempted to garner what forces we could to send into the field, but I'm afraid that such a force would be significantly lacking in its capabilities to reinforce the location, sir. You needn't worry yourself about that. I considered our lack of manpower and took the liberty of scouting a formidable ally to our cause. A formidable ally, sir? I heard the kingdom was low on infantry, but I hadn't imagined the situation was this dire. Ah, there you are, Mr. Mayakov. Your assistant is most welcome. What you see is quite remarkable in its own right, considering the blow which we suffered at the Battle of Athene. Sir Regulus, may I inquire as to who our guest is? Of course, this is the leader of the prestigious Troop Mayakov. He has agreed to lend us the strength of his dancers in our desperate hour. Troop Mayakov? The dancers, sir? Don't be mistaken, Knight. The dancers may hide themselves away in obscurity in these traveling troops, but they shall play a key role on the battlefields our opposition to this damnable Beastman Confederates. But surely, the majority of Troop Mayakov members are orphans were brought here by the convent in Laval. Believe me when I tell you that none are more disheartened than we by the current state of affairs there. We may not be the most imposing fighting force that we were hoping for, but we will do everything in our power to protect our homeland. Porthia? The lovely lady you see before you is not only one of our most talented performers, but also our most accomplished battle dancer. No doubt Porthia here will prove an invaluable addition to your cause. Are you sure you up to the task, my lady? By your will, my lord. Should it please you, Sir Regulus, I would willingly follow you to the very ends of Vanadil. What about the other one, the cute one? Lilithette, I think her name was? Did she come along as well? Bah! Lilithette is still but a mere child. Only recently has she joined our troop, and I have no intention of endangering her life. All right. It is so then. We depart at once. Knights, bid farewell to your ladies. Farewell, sir? Do not be so easily shaken, boys. It is only a figure of speech. Tell them not, but you love them, and shall hold them in your arms again before many nights pass. Dismissed. Oh, that's kind of cool, seeing everybody wield their swords. Okay. Apparently we have to zone in east Ronfar from the other side, so... Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Go this way. So that was somebody in my link shell telling me about some of the scrolls that normally are fairly expensive to get on the auction house, going for cheap. People have been doing some of the seal battles, getting items, but these battles also drop some of these spells, so they are going for far cheaper than they normally would. So I wanted to try and get some before they shot back up in price. Yeah, doing the ice seals. There's Cait Sith. My goodness. Well, well, do my feline eyes deceive me? Playing tricks? Or is this just Jeth? It has been some time. Certainly not expecting to run into you in a place like this. How have you been since last we met? Surprised are you to find that I know your name? Your moniker? Never underestimate this most regal of felines. There's little I do not know, almost know at all. For example, if I may, mischievous deeds of the noble souls of Sandoria. I see it all. I've seen it all. I wonder, by the way, if you have remembered what I asked of you. Last time we met, a favor I asked. Tears of this world, a tidal wave, we said. I asked you, Kunjed, if you would not make efforts to reduce said tears. Dry some eyes. You've seen, no doubt, the flames of this war, spreading here and there, engulfing all things. There's no time to lose, not a single second. And so you have come, and the dances you have seen, carried away in the act, perhaps. Are you a bit troubled? A tad lost? Yeah, speak plainly. Perhaps I should have seen to things a bit more thoroughly, more completely. Perhaps more could be, if only more. Are you fully grasping what is transpiring around you? This power you have, the power to traipse time, to span the ages? How can you use this? What will you do? This battle, that fight, this war, that skirmish, so seemingly large in scale, yet all in comparison to your grand considerations. What's this? That's what? Okay, what's up with the... What? Why the dancers coming to tackle Cait Sith? What? We've captured it! What is this? What is this you do? Or why am I caught? We've captured it! Lillicet! What? What's this? It looks like you've got an extra fish in the net. And a weird one at that. All the same, nothing but another underling of the cat we're after anyway. I knew I wasn't wrong. It's just as I thought. And so I have you at last. Mind your manners before me, cat. How dare you? The nerve! I am no mere cat. Come no closer. Keep those filthy hands away. Dirty, dirty hands. Do you even groom yourself? Ever even keep clean? Such a naive young girl. In another 10 years, perhaps, might you be worthy of this indignant act against me? Absolutely criminal. 10? Huh. Perhaps in another 100 years, you would find yourself in a position to command me, cat. Why, you... Oh! Ouch! Ow! It bit me! Such an annoying distraction. Distracting annoyance. Jazz, remember our little chat? Shouldn't be forgot. And woof. Wait! No! We almost had it! Yeah, back to your Tarrasque Park. I don't have any good AoE at the moment, so not gonna go well. Lillisat, maybe we should just forget about that cat. Isn't this getting to be a little obsessive? What? Hold your tongue! You don't know what you're talking about. That is not just a cat. It's a form taken on by our enemy, come here from years in the future. Yeah, we've been meaning to talk to you about that. But doesn't that sound a bit, well, ridiculous? A beastman turned into a cat in the future? Is that what this is all about? It's true. If we catch it again, I'll prove it to you. Don't you see? The world's in grave danger. We must stop her. I do have high kindred seals. I don't know how many I have, though. I'll have to take a look. All right. Easy now. What are you going to do with this one? He's in cahoots with the cat, right? What are you looking at? Never seen a human with long ears before? Just who are you exactly? Speak up. You look like a nice enough person, but what are you doing running around with that cat? Let's hear it. Must be some kind of story. I know of her. Just as bad as you asked me. There's a lot of questions that I'd like to ask, but for now I'm going to have to insist that you come with me. Come now, it won't be all that terrible. Uh-oh, looks like Lillisat got it out for you. Better not cross her, for your own safety. She may look like nothing more than a cute face. That is, after all, how she came to be the most popular member of our troop, Mayakov. But there is certainly a great more deal to the Moonshade Butterfly than meets the eye. More like a Moonshade Wolverine. She's a hard-nosed little scrapper when she needs to be. Toughest in the troop, I'd venture. Oh, she was smiling, now she's not. I think Reyna's just about to get smacked. I've lost count of how many eligible young bachelors have tried to win her hand, but she refuses any suitor who dares to show even the slightest interest. Oh, I've seen what happened to a few of those. Putting on their smoothest moves only got Lily even angrier. I've seen a few broken noses and dislocated jaws. Shame. Such fine-looking young lads, too. I'm not into looks. I just hate stupid, weak men. That's all. What's wrong with that? Wait a minute. Why are we even talking about this? Never mind. I'll take care of things from here. Troop dismissed. Yeah, give me a second. I'll take a look at how many high seals I have. Well, we seem to have strayed a bit off topic here, but let me get back to the important topic at hand. Who are you, and what is your relationship to that confounded feline? Avernus Maws. So that's the name that they've been given? And you claim you were sucked into one? And is it just as I suspected? That cat is pulling all the strings here. You think I'm reacting strangely? Probably just going to laugh my story off as an idiotic ranting and not believe a word of it, right? Just like the others? Just like the others. Do as you see fit. Doesn't matter to me. That's... These courser chocobos will carry us to Laval. Forget not your seeds, waters, and rations. Double check your saddles. We ride. We must reach the village while our brothers in the Order of the Matterfalcon are still holding out. Open war is upon us, whether we risk it or not. Make haste. Cordia, what are you doing? Laval is under grave siege by the orcs. We are riding to its aid with the Knights of the Ironcrest Hawk. But you must not go to Laval. It's far too dangerous. I don't know what will happen. This isn't the way things are supposed to happen, not like this. All I know is that something terrible is wrong if the orcs are attacking Laval at this point in the war. There you go again, Lillicet. Always one for the crazy talk. Hush now, child. The time for words has passed. So she knows called the boy, so she clearly is somebody who can go into the future, into the present. I certainly don't doubt that you are a clever girl, and I must admit your predictions are more often accurate than not. The lives of innocent people are at stake now. We must go to their aid. You shall learn in time. Life does not always go according to plan. No, you don't understand. It's not a plan. I know for a fact. You needn't worry about me. I've had my fair share of military training. This will not be my first time facing an enemy in combat, nor my last, I should think. There's always the gallant Sir Racheless at my side to protect me. What are you doing playing around in the place like this? Get back to rehearsal hall and continue with your training. But, Mr. Mayakov... Go on, head back now. We'll return just as soon as we make sure the village is safe. Two of us will be out shopping again in no time. I promise. Mortia... Woo! Not a whole lot of knights there. You, there. I'm not going to ask you outright. You've come from the future, haven't you? Never mind, you needn't answer. Surely by now you've sensed that something's a bit off. Laval will eventually fall under the permanent control of the orcs. They will rename it. You know it as Devoy. That's not supposed to be happening now. By the way, what do you call yourself? Jedith. A good name. Well, Jedith, have you begun to grasp everything that is going on yet? If so, then I beseech you to help me. I cannot even begin to imagine what events will come to pass. I fear the worst for Portia and the others. I too must head for Laval. Okay, let's go into my currencies really quick. I have 69. Nice. So I don't know how many times I can do the fight with that. By 2 orbs. So that's 30. 30 orbs for it. Well, better than nothing. Now the eye seals, is that is that what they're actually called, or is that the short name that they're called? Because it was, is it upgrading? Because the eye seal, okay. Is it the armor seals that gets it up to level? Because I remember doing the armor for samurai. I remember doing it for a bunch of the armors. And it was getting up to +1 and +2. Is it the seals to get up to +1? Because I know that you could fight notorious monsters normally in Abyssia to get those. +1, and then you can reforge it. Yep, that's what I figured. Okay. So not the most horrible thing if I don't get more of it done, but certainly something I want to jump at because it's easy to get there. Okay. Oh, am I on this? Oh, shoot, I'm not. Thank you. Okay, so not the worst thing in the world if I don't get fully on that. Thank you for showing that. All right. Yeah. I can understand that being particularly annoying. Cordia! Lisette, is that you? What are you doing here? Lilithette, have you neglected your fate? Lesson to come here. Return at once. Your behavior isn't is unacceptable. Master Mayakov, I was worried about your well-being. This place is dangerous. You say the orcs have already occupied a substantial portion of the area. I had a feeling that something awful is going to happen here. Don't you feel the same way, Jedith? Lilithette, we have come here likely because it is fraught with danger. We're bound to defend our home at any cost. No, that's not what I mean at all. Here, listen to this adventure. He knows what will come to pass. You brought along a friend with you, I see. May I ask how you is precisely that he is somehow already privy, even that is yet to unfold, Ah, 5 Tarsus in the fight. Ah, gotcha. He has come from the future. Oh, Lilithette. Little Lilithette, dear, you must realize that now isn't the time to be joking. Why are you laughing? Stop right now. I'm serious. What are you doing here? The enemy is nearly upon us, you know. It's no place for you to be. You. Never mind, we need all the help we can get for now. All of you come. You too as well. Yes, sir. Knights of the Matter Falcon, how fare you? Sir Rangeless, what has kept you? You have missed all the excitement. Only I just finished doling out our latest floggings to those accursed orcs. Does me well to hear that. Though I must say that the looks of things, you seem to have taken your fair share of lashings as well. Never mind that. Still, your arrival will do as much to set the men at ease. Leave the rest up to us. We will see it from here. You and your men see the defense of the local populace first and foremost. Lilithette, is that you? Lilithette of Troop Mayakov? For some reason, the orcs haven't gone to great lengths studying this location, though I can't for the life of me figure out why. It's nothing more than a sleepy little town, and the monastery is the only substantial structure. We must deliver a crippling blow to their ranks and force them to move elsewhere. Otherwise, I fear we simply continue their relentless siege until nothing is left. My lord! Yes, what news from the mark? It is as we feared, sir. Oh, fire started. So the laser attack was a diversion after all. Away from the houses, now! Ah! How could this be? The flames, they are everywhere. Curse it all, how could the fires have erupted everywhere so suddenly? My lord, we will not be able to extinguish them all in time. Composure, Knight. It's nothing more than a scare tactic of mere pigmen. Abandon the homes. Concentrate all hands on evacuation of the people. Look, there! Oh! Oh, gosh. So now they show their true selves. The Dark Kindred! And the rumors are true. The evil from the north has rallied the orcs in Quadav to its call. Oh, nice little choice of showing it off screen. It's that meddling furball. I knew it. Do not give yourselves to despair. Demon or no, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Let them strike no fear in your heart. Let us show them how the kingdom welcomes its guests. The enemy comes. Order of the Ironwing Butterfly. See the women and children to safety. All of the units, we will hold the enemy here. This is where we fight. I regret to inform you, Sir Regulus, Acting Commander Farzal of the Ironwing Butterfly is nowhere to be found. If he pleases, my lord, I shall lead in his stead. Very well, I place them in your charge. Wait a moment, your face is not familiar to me. State your name and rank, knight. Huddle of the Knights of the Matter Falcon, sir. We have in the manpower to repel the enemy. To the west of here is the entrance to an underground cavern. I shall guide the troop and the townspeople. Leave matter there to us. Go now, all of you. Sir Rageless. You need to worry, Portia. Really, you don't think I will allow myself to die surrounded by men? Even at a time as this, you tease me so. And Lilith in the background with that smirk. Death, Lilith, Portia, go now, and may the goddess watch over you. And you, my lord, come back with your shield. This looks like this has gone pretty bad. Ooh, that was a neck snap. Oh, nicely thrown. I'd only had a hammer. Sir Rageless, are you all right? Aye. Do you not expect to find me any other way? But by our hand, the Dark Kindred have pulled back. That is most excellent news. At last we have our revenge for the Battle of Lethane. What happened to the others, the dancer girl and her company? They are escorting the townspeople to safer ground. Yes, I granted temporary command of the dancer unit to Sir Hadral of our Matter Falcons. They departed shortly thereafter. Hadral? My lord, there is no knight by that name in the Knights of the Matter Falcon. Perhaps you are mistaken? By the goddess. Okay. Purple, the new black. Ah, transportation. Okay. There's the big room at J7. J7, which is where I am. Proceed west until you reach I7. I7, go north, proceed west. little more than I was wanting you to grab, Val, but it's okay. Once you reach G6, turn left. Ah, proper bridges. Not the best care, but better than the rope bridges that you'd see normally. Get to E6. I hate that sometimes it takes just a really long time for me to draw my weapon and actually start attacking. In Dynamis, I'd focus on something and start attacking it. And for some reason, the animation hadn't started, so my trusts get going, and then by the time I actually draw my weapon, they've already killed something, and they've moved on to the next thing that is the next enemy in the group, more or less. Grumbler, Jock Knock. F9. Okay, so I know where we're going now. It's weird to see actually like houses here. As in the void, it's all Beastmen huts and stuff. Started with an Orichakam earring. Huh, okay. Not particularly great. More evasion, less attack. Good for a defensive job that needs to actually have the evade.
Come on, come all, beating for all. All right. Hello, Eva. Welcome back to the chat. Getting high on my accolades again. Gonna need to send those off and get some money out of it. You're already scouring bubbles. Huh. And the reinforced gateway is right here. I certainly don't like the feel of this place. It's a bit creepy. Sir Hadral, where exactly do you intend to take these townspeople? Sir Hadral, a gentleman replies when addressed by a lady. Portia, let us return. The demons? Was the journey to your liking? Allow me to offer my apologies. I realize it may be neither the most appropriate escort nor location for such ladies of your refinement. This will not be over quickly. On your mark. The set of the great troop Mayakov stands before you. Feel honor and privilege at your enemy this day. Portia! Oh, shield break! I love it. Sir Racheless! I sensed that something afoul was afoot the moment I laid eyes on you. Far too well spoken in manner to pass for one of the rugged Matter Falcons. Most perceptive. Huh?
here I am! Oh! Unfortunately, I haven't the time or the patience to contend with your futile interruptions. That was kind of interesting. Magic finger shot. Sir Rageless. Are you all right? Aquila, you are late. Sorry about that. Got lost along the way, I did. Who are you fiends? What are you? Pardon my impudence. I've gone and totally forgotten to introduce myself. Spite Warden of Lady Lilith. What? And Commander of the Knights of the Rustwing Hawk, Hadril, at your most humble service. Me too. Leader of the Crypt Scale Protectorate, Aquila. It is so nice to meet you. I truly mean that. By the command of Lady Lilith, we came to pay you, dear ladies, a small visit. But it seems you have quite persistent guardians watching over you, more so than anticipated. Aquila, I leave these knaves to you. Tear them limb from limb. Again, why do I always get stuck with the dirty work? It really doesn't suit me, I think. Silence, or would you prefer I place my own blade once again in that slack jaw of yours? Fine. But you really aren't good at dealing with people. You know that? Huh? Sorry, but I have to do this. I promise I try to make it as painless for you as possible. Kellerhig, come! Oh, you're not gonna even fight me yourself? You're gonna just summon a dragon? How lazy of you. Kellerhig, come! In the last little bit of the last cutscene. How about the demon? I love Shoha. It looks so cool. It's not fair! What did you go do to my Kellerhig? Always seems to be the way of things when he loses. Such a child. Huh? All right, come on. Come now, on your feet. Don't want me to have to tell Lady Lilith now, do you? Until we meet again, then. Hold there. Halt! Accept your defeat. Behold. For emptiness itself is not to be sustained. The whole of creation abides right at this point. Both good and evil, both the sacred and the profane. And all realities. What are you going on about? So we just jumped in front to take the hit. Wait. Behold. For emptiness itself is not to be sustained. The whole of creation abides at this point. Both good and evil, both the sacred and the profane. Whoa. The city's just absolutely trashed. What in the world? Heaven's Pillar. Even Juno. And all realities. Seed and Fulgur. Oh my gosh. What was that? Oh my goodness. Lillicet? Lillicet? Wait, please wait. Don't go. I'm here. Right here. Please. Lillicet? Mr. Mayakov, she's awake. Lillicet is awake. Portia, thank the goddess. You're all right. You needn't be worried about me now, child. I'll be just fine. Hey, look, though, he's going to be all right. That gave me quite the shock there. Was fainting like that all of a sudden. I thought you were all taken ill by the work of some magic. With the help of Sir Radolith, we were able to carry you out of there to safety. Sir Radolith? Where is he? Is he all right? He's... No, it can't be. Not again. Calm yourself, child. He is still breathing. He collapsed right there, right after carrying you here. I imagine it must have been quite tuckered out. All the while he was carrying you, he was joking and in good spirits as always. Father? Father, can you hear me? Father? Father, please wake up. Father, don't leave me. Lilith, I wonder if you have gone and banged your head somewhere. What are you going on about now? Oh. Now it makes sense. Portia's her mom, I think. That's why she kept the red hair. The once flourishing roots of the great star tree were all but withered away. I saw... Great Star Tree? Whatever are you talking about? Are you feeling all right, Lillicet? Did you see? Did you see it as well? Oh, don't go puzzling yourself over anything you may have seen. The Stark kindred stock and trade is deceiving their enemy. Man, I'm feeling that. Sir Regulus! Worried? Much? He's passed out again. Oh my, I do hope he's all right. Whatever could be wrong. Let's get back to the city quickly. The royal doctor will be there to help do something for him. No, we mustn't move him. Look at his wound. We'll only eat away at his body as he becomes weaker. If we attempt to turn to the city walls now, his condition will only worsen. How can you possibly know how much about this? Doesn't sound like you're still in this fight. Last time you suffered a wound. Very well then, let's take him back to the monastery. Many of the holy men there are knowledgeable in the ways of medicine. A good idea. Are you able, Lilith? Come then. Jeff, I wonder if you hadn't already noticed by now. Realize there's no use in trying to hide it from you. I'm an adventurer, just as you are. I come here from the Vandeal of many years past. That man, Regulus of the House of Valamont, and the leader of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk. He is my father. 10 years or so from now, that wound or curse or whatever it is will cause my father to fall irreparably ill and eventually claim his life. When I heard about the cavernous maws and these bygone days of Vandeal, I had but a single thought. My mother once told me that my father suffered his wounds serving at the Battle of Juno. I thought that if I could somehow prevent him from going into that battle, if only I could, I thought the wound could be avoided. It made such perfect sense to me. I already know what has happened in this world. I already know what will happen after this. I've learned of all these events as history in the future. And yet, there was nothing I could do. It has still been struck by the same blow. But things are changing. History is changing, Jedith. Like the events we witnessed back at Laval. My father's diary contained no such entries or recollections, not even in passing. But still, that mysterious feline, she too was attempting to change the course of history. Only if she were to have her way, things would sway in favor of the Beastman Confederate. Just you watch. I'm going to make that cat wish she'd never crossed my path. And I will save my father. And what are the plans from here, Jedith? You intend to keep the promises you made? Reduce suffering in the world. Are you even listening to me? After everything I've told you, isn't it exactly what that stupid cat told you to do? Oh, wait. Wait just a second. That's so crazy. It just might work. If we pretend of doing what she had told us, that's it. By making it appear as though we were doing her bidding, she will surely make it a point to contact us again. Nice thinking, Jedith. You may be a bit more clever than I gave you credit for. I might just keep you around. Not a bad team, you and I. What team? So we do exactly what she tells us, and then we go to a place she's likely to show herself and maybe make a little noise. And then as soon as she shows her little face, we've got her. So she wants us to stop the flow of tears, does she? Well, I don't suspect a single one will be shed over her, so no harm done. Man, this has been a lot of cutscenes. We have run over our time by nearly 20 minutes. When the Harbinger cometh, the champions of the dawn shall descend. Are there more of her? No, this is certainly time for idly singing prophecies. No time at all. It's as Koik has just told us, just informed us. How is it those two have come to be here? What you say, Kethier? Are we to think that they simply passed through Atomos? Right on through? Huh. Gone and forgotten. Close the door behind you, have we? Left it wide open? Noise, dear, simple Noi. Always and ever lacking in tact and thoroughness. Never thorough nor tactful. Oh well, so sorry to have bothered. Most important is that we stay the course at hand. Our hands on course. Our work here will not be compromised. No compromise. We mustn't forget that we are all for one. Our cooperation is required to see our plans to fruition, for the plan to bear fruit. Unsure I am. All this talk of champions, was it? Sounds a bit off to me. Not too right. Aeon and Da, that's enough out of you two. Nothing but complaints from the both of you. All I ever hear. What fever dream am I watching? Enough! Silence, silence, silence! Quiet! If you please, try attempting to say something. Speaking up. Have we not all overlooked a terribly important issue? Quite forgotten. Aeon and Otched brushes with danger are quite the cause for concern. Quite the cause. Now, of all times, we cannot afford to be careless. You have no idea. I nearly had my tail ripped off at the base. Back to say the least. Terribly traumatic. And there is indeed someone attempting to impede our work. To slow us down? Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall there was a brazen young lass. Accused me of being nothing more than a common cat, she did. Chased me about for quite a spell, where I was finally able to lose her. Lost her, I did. A common cat, you say? Such impudence! In what capacity could one possibly mistake our regal stock for that of a mundane feline? A common cat! That is most perplexing. Most intriguing. Intrigues and perplexes. Look at you all, idling away. Idle thoughts. Surely she is up to something. Plots and plans of her own. Indeed. Indeed. Then I shall see to keeping the eye out on her and her underling. A careful cat's eye. I leave our endeavors elsewhere up to the rest of you. Then see to it. Take care of it. Work to be done. That is all for now. For now, that is all. My goodness gracious me. What the heck? Okay. Well, that was weird. My goodness. Okay, give me 1 second here. Around. Alrighty, we have run out of time. Now, I need to see where my warp is currently set at. South Centauria South. That works. So we're going to go ahead and swap over our ring to a warp. We're going to warp ourselves out of here. Looks like we have to continue on with stories before we can continue on here. But it looks like we might also have something to do with Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. I have to look at this. Okay, so there's a chance that we just might, do something related to, Rhapsodies of Vana'diel next time when we go into the past. Though it might also be a case of I have to go between the present and the past. I might trigger it by accident, so I would like to apologize in advance of that. We'll just have to see. Actually, why am I using a warp ring? Use my insta warp. Where's that scroll of insta warp I got? There we go. Okay, well, the story has certainly got more interesting. I will say that. I'm still confused and confuzzled over a good chunk of that. However, there's more that we can do, and the more that we can continue with when we get around to it. Next time. So, we will continue on to this Friday when we get around to that. I'm going to go ahead and hop myself back here. Just have to make sure that I don't touch any of the cavernous maws, because I might trigger this thing. So. Anyway, Seth, I will be back on this game tomorrow, roughly midday or so, like that. You and I need to just become friends. You and I just need to be friends on this game, so then you're able to see when I'm on if you want to help me with something. But yeah, I'm gonna work on trying doing that stuff and look up the Vanabout and things, and try and make more progress on that, because I would like to get some nice, good items. And I need to look it up to actually find out like what rewards there are and see how available I am actually to do those. But yeah, that's how far we've gotten so far. Yeah, that'll be all for today. Anyway. So, tomorrow... Oh, and that would be the delivery that I got. Oh, yep, I can always do that too. So, I will certainly work on that. But yes, anyway, that'll be it for tonight. Tomorrow, we are going to go back into Hard Space Shipbreaker. Unfortunately, we also had the problem of running into an issue of last night. We were working on a new ship with a bunch of fuel barges, and somehow I got the laser cutter just a little too close, and I basically blew myself up, got incinerated, and blew up the ship to pieces. So I am now left with the cleanup of that, and it's not going to be pleasant. So we're going to have to clean up my mess tomorrow in stream. I don't know how long that's going to take, but it's going to slow down our time, unfortunately, of disassembling that tanker. So, but yeah, that's how it's going to be for tomorrow night. I hope I see you guys there. If not, come back to Final Fantasy XI. On Friday, we will continue on with that. Looks like we're going to be jumping back into helping the young Griffins in doing something. But we will continue on with the story as we do. So I hope to see you guys there. Until then, I hope to see you guys whenever a stream comes in the future. If you're not able to catch the stream live, go ahead and see me on the YouTube archive page. Happily put a comment down on any of the VODs that I have set up. I will certainly see them, and I will reply as soon as I can. If you are able to catch me on stream, please do. If you're able to follow me, so then you can see when I'm live, I would really appreciate it. And if you are feeling extra special generous, because the holidays are coming up, perhaps drop a sub. It makes then you don't have to have ads. I get a little bit of money, and we both become winners in that aspect. Anyway, there's been some fun characters that happened. There was a name of Lady Lilith, which I've heard in Link Shell talk, but I have not perused that because I figure it's story. So, yeah, I'm certain that we will find out about that in the future. But finding out stuff about Lilithette and Cait Sith and finding out the difference between the past and present, it's been fun so far. We're going to be doing this for quite a little bit, so gonna get used to it, and you're just gonna jump it back and forth. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight. I hope you all have a good night. It's been halfway through the week, so I hope you're doing well at work, job, schooling, whatever, and I hope to catch you guys again in the future stream. So, I will say goodnight, take care, have fun, and I will see you along. Bye-bye.